is it's going to be a left side shoulder throw from a right side grip. We're always entering here. We're going to take the same thing, but instead of being down on the lapel, I'm going to be up here on the shoulder more, up on the tricep elbow area. And most people, if I try to move it this way, he's not going to move that way because he knows where I'm going. But he might try staying, or he might try moving. So as I move this way, he might move lateral with me. I'm going to take this elbow, push it down, and step in for left side.
My problem is on that one.
As we're moving, he might move lateral.
I need that.
Push it in, step in left side.
Choking me too. Yeah, mercy on me. Rolling get you sometimes. I got a rolling thing.
You're turning out of it. You're turning your elbow right into a painful technique. You're turning your elbow that way, it's going to hurt yourself.
Oh, you're going that way.
Yeah.
You're pushing it.
I'm either pushing down or pushing up. This time I'm pushing up since Ron's elbow's not cooperating with me. I'm going to get underneath it. As I'm moving, I can go one way, get that block. Take a shoulder throw to the opposite side. I'm going to push it up. Ron said he can put the elbow right in my nose. Fine. Push it up. Same type of throw. Try a different angle on it. Push the elbow in. Push it up. Step across, get underneath with your hips. Minor hip throw. Shoulder throw grip. With a bump. You can also use that, again, leg attack. Controlling the arm, controlling the head. Same idea. Move the person. Right after that outside reach. Move the person. More towards the Makikomi. Nice thing I like about this, if I can get his hand off of my shoulder, even with the jacket, I'm going to do a knee pick. Shoot that one hand right across his jaw. Get this hand to go from blocking your shoulder up. Take this fist straight across or underneath it across. Penetrate. Just trying to run the person across the mat. Like duck under. These are some of the more leg attacks you can try. Might sound like a bull, but if you're one of the people who like to really get inside with their hips, like the lifts, this is beautiful for you because you can get in. You have all your one-sided attacks. Your basic hold downs we're going to look at. Side hold down, this is probably one of my favorite. You end up in this a lot. Wrestlers would lock up here. Now he wants to do one thing in Sombo. He wants to get air between him and I. So he's going to basically keep on trying to force his elbows in, turn away, and I just want to try to hold on. Sombo, you cannot win the match from a hold down. You can only score 4 points tops. So you're not holding on for dear life. You're holding on enough to score your points and to make him think he can get out of it. I'm going to stay here. He's going to start moving. He's going to start moving. Once he figures out that he's going to get air between, I'm going to let him. So your hold downs, number one, are score your points, but look for a submission. So don't bear down on the person for dear life unless you know you got 8 points or you know you can't throw the person. That's when you go for your maximum points. And hold them down for, everything you have. Get your points, but always look for some kind of counter once that 20 seconds is up or 10 seconds is up. From here, one of the basic things you can do is come through the crotch. One of my favorite things to do is go from this side hold to a lift. Most people from here are going to start rocking and rolling and try to get that air. Stop it. Fine. He rolls away, he's going to do the worst thing. He's going to let me get my knees under his back. Spin around. He's going to let me get my knee under his back. Once I get him there, I'm going to rock him onto it. All right, and that's, I'm dealing with someone my own weight. Not that I'm a powerhouse, but enough training with that, you can find the technique to lift the person up for throws from this side hold. You can grab the jacket a whole lot. You can basically keep your elbows in there as chops, keep your palms on the mat. From this position, he's going to fight everywhere he can to get out. Notice I slide my knee up and underneath. I'll spin around. The moment he keeps rolling, I keep my elbows in, chop it, keep my elbows on the mat, palms down, chest in, arch, keep that tight. And I'm going to keep on riding him from here. Let him keep moving to get out of it. There's one of your basic hold downs. You can go into your headlock. Main thing with the headlock, lock this in, put your hip so that your soft ribs are locking on their soft ribs. And from here, turn in. When you turn in, you're going to feel that your ribs are going to push up and underneath his, you're going to suck the air out of him. That's a good sign. So you're sitting in your hip to hip with him and roll into him. You can put your head down, but notice that your chest is going down with it. It's not here. Put your whole chest down and turn into it. Basic. Other common hold downs will be in this position. Grabbing the belt, elbows in, keeping your knees chopped. If you can't, get your knee up under his head. Keep that supported. This is fine. You can always do this when he starts rolling a lot. I do not advise being all the way out here because you don't have as much weight on him. He's going to do one thing. He's going to try to get even with you, get that air. Hold downs are necessary for Sombo, but they are not a primary. Learn how to do them, learn how to defend them. More so, make sure to be safe once you're in them so you're not giving up unnecessary arm or leg locks. Very common one. Whether you're one leg's between or both legs between, staying in here. Make sure that this hand stays free. If he has this leg, you gotta keep his hand free. If he wraps down on my elbow, he can bridge, lock my leg in, and I can't do anything about it. Likewise, I had this leg, and over. Same idea. A little bit of sweat. So that's something you can actually drill that to get that nice elevation on. You roll it back and forth across the mat. Between is also very in this position. Notice what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this hand behind his head, palm down on the mat. Now when I roll it into his neck, I'm going to try to kink his neck up. You can also keep it right across the top of his head and keep pulling his head up. This is fine. Keep pulling his head up or to a side. That keeps him from bridging. It also makes him want to do something else with his hands. Staying in tight again. Notice where I'm looking towards. One shoulder, feed the lapel. Still got my chest, still doing fine. Look where I'm going. I got arms coming up. I can slide back for legs. Their basic hold downs we'll go over real quick again. We'll go with headlock, elbow in the ear, replace the hand on the tricep. Do not go through the crotch. Just going to stretch you out. He's going to take this one and he's going to take your head. He's going to come up with his leg and go over your head. Bad news because he's got your arm bar. Once you go from the headlock, replace, keep this tight, keep sitting in, rocking on his ribs, go around both legs and sit in. Now you eliminate that leg coming up and over your jaw, locking onto your own thigh if you need. From here, slide up, go down. Look what you're setting up for. Legs. Setting up for leg locks. Hey. Setting up for any kind of leg lock. Main thing, when you get to here, pivot, come through the crotch, step over, start the whole thing again. Push this down, come up. Working around the body. Now there are smoother routines you can do where you're only hitting 3 or 4 combinations. Every time you're in one of these, look for arm bars. Figure out, how can I get to a leg?